this is Wooly with the Basement Kings. We are in our Garden Street project in Austin, Texas, and we are getting very, very close to being done with our excavation. We should be done with this tomorrow after we touch up the area. And we're going to go down right now. What we're doing is see that pier over here that he's excavating. I need to have, for my external drain, we want our external drain as close to that pier as possible. So we're going to scrape that, and our drain will go on the outside all the way around the outside. On this project, we'll be using flat pipe, not round pipe. And then flat pipe drains twice as fast as round pipe. So come on, people, let's follow some technology here. But we're going to cut it there, and we're going to waterproof these piers. Notice that a lot of times your piers begin to degrade while they're outside after you remove the dirt. So we'll clean them, waterproof it, and after it's been waterproofed properly, when we pour our walls will bond to it 100%, and it won't be a change at all on how straight our pier is and support the weight. Let's walk over and take a look. We're not going to use the plumbing here. We run our external as a temporary drain on our plumbing. And by doing this, it saves the homeowner thousands of dollars because they don't have to pack up and move while we're working. Right now, the homeowners are upstairs. And upstairs, they can barely hear what's going on. And by the end of the day, as you can see, we keep our basement lit. So they'll be able to come down and peruse and make sure that the area is safe after it's blocked off. But as you can see, we're looking at the arrangement down here, and our basement walls are going to be here at the piers, and they'll be sealed in right along with the existing piers. That's why bonding to it is very important to us. And we're going to, today, we will run our drainage to make sure that our downspouts for our gutters will be encased and run off the property in the black hose. So it's important to make sure that we have proper drainage throughout the entire project, because otherwise the gutters on the front of the house, on the front, that water will let out in the front and then run and come in and flood up this basement to where we'll have to worry about our piers. Because there's one issue, as you can see down here at the bottom. It is very important to check what the drawing says and then actually compare it. Because if you look at this pier is supposed to go down an extra 3 feet. And as you can see, it does not. So we are going to make a modification and fix it. But what I'm showing you here is just because someone told you what it should be doesn't mean that it actually is. And I check everything. And this is why. So, rule number one, if there's one issue in one spot, you can believe that there will be other issues. And we will dig it out and find out which one it is so we can make those repairs so it doesn't cause us any issues. So, I can make modifications on the fly. I can send my messages to my structural engineer, modify our drawings, and within 24 hours, we're continuing work. So that's how we do it. And nobody gets done faster than the Basement King. Hello, this is Willie with the Basement Kings. We're in our Garden Street project in Austin, Texas, where we are blasting our columns to get rid of as much of the dirt material, loose material, on the piers as possible so we can waterproof it. We like waterproofing because it gives a much better bond. You'll look at the one over here that was done already, and you'll see how the waterproofing bonds really well. It's hard to tell where the pier starts and the waterproofing begins, but first we have to wash it off and clean it, as you can see it here, and then it'll be ready to be able to be waterproof. Waterproofing bonds much better to concrete than concrete to concrete. So it's important to make sure that the substrate or whatever it is that you're going to waterproof is clean of any dirt or debris before you begin putting anything on it. Even when you pour concrete, concrete's not going to bond well if it's just dirt or if the pillar is falling apart, because over time, when these piers are sitting open and they've been under pressure for a long time, what you'll find is it'll begin to honeycomb. They'll just fall apart. So you want to do something to that pier to make sure that it stays tight together. And it would be a good idea to pay attention, because you may see some contractors very, very quickly wrap them and then hurry and put the concrete against it before anybody notices that it hasn't been done properly. What we're showing right now is we like waterproofing our piers. When those piers are excavated, they fall apart very, very quickly. They start off like this. Once you scrape it all off, a lot of times you'll be able to see the honeycombing effect, and it may start disintegrating depending on how much water comes in when it rains. So for us, shortcut is to make sure that this stays intact, similar to the way it is up above the pier. We wash it down, and then when we finish washing it down, we like putting a coat of waterproofing. And after we finish putting a coat of waterproofing, whatever concrete that ever touches this pier, it's going to automatically bond and make it 100% bonded, 100% waterproof. So rather than do something halfway and just simply say it's concrete and then pour another area, if there's a wall going to be in here, which it will be, and just leaving it, not a good suggestion to do, or just simply wrapping it with waterproofing material and then putting your wall in. It's much better to make sure that it's going to bond 100%. Fill in the pores with a very good waterproofing material, and you'll see how smooth it is. You've never even understood that it's the way it is, and it's all waterproofed. Okay, let's get busy.
Hello, thanks for watching. If you like our video, please subscribe, follow, like, or visit us at thebasementkings.net. Thank you and have an excellent day.